Hey, this is Matt once again. We're about to send the videos of the paid requests, this time for James. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is for the Guns N' Roses album Appetite for Destruction, which was their debut. And hell of a debut, I gotta say. Pretty worthwhile for a debut. I mean, just the fact that you got Welcome to the Jungle, Paradise City, and Sweet Child of Mine, those three pretty damn big songs for your debut, even that alone is pretty acceptable, to say the very, very least. Now, I know some people compare Guns N' Roses, like they seem much more dangerous, much more, not harsher, but much more even in tune with the heavy metal, hair, rock metal, mentality to it, sex, drugs, all that stuff. But it's interesting when you look at their discography, they didn't do a whole lot. There's this album, there's Lies, there's the two Use Your Illusions, there's one spaghetti one where it's like covers of punk songs, and then the Chinese Democracy, which I know this is another one James wants me to review. I guess it's not abnormal for musicians, but oh, just the fact that they've only had 6 of them, and then one was like a cover song one, and then Use Your Illusion 1 and 2. I guess people look at them as two separate ones, or do you look at them as like the same one? But I would say that while there are songs I remember liking in Use Your Illusion 1 or 2, like I forget which one. I like their version of Knock on Heaven's Door. I do like that one. You Will Be Mine, I didn't mind from Terminator 2. Is that a favorite of mine? But I know that was on one of them. But I would say this has my favorite songs of Guns N' Roses, which would be Welcome to the Jungle and Paradise City. Now, I know one of those others, they have November Rain, which is a great one. Like, if I did a top 5 favorite Guns N' Roses songs, it would probably be Welcome to the Jungle, Paradise City. I liked Oh My God. That was a single they did for End of Days. I actually like that song quite a bit. Oh my God, I can't deny this. I've been taught just to murder and fight this. To bury you deeper where nobody can find you. And then I would probably say number 4 would be November Rain. Especially that great part at the end. But to get back to this, Demon came out in 1987. You got Axl Rose, of course, as the singer. You got Slash as a guitarist. Welcome to the Jungle. I know there's some people that get tired of that song. I'm not one of them. Each time I hear the song, it gets my blood pumping, especially the first half. It's just a wonderful way with the guitar, the way it opens, that build up. We got welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. We got everything you want. And we know the names. Just gets your blood pumping. I remember seeing this, the Deadpool, the Clint Eastwood film. It was in the trailer to that film, and then it was showcased in the movie, where Jim Carrey's supposed to be singing the song. Well, mouthing the lyrics to the song. He's supposed to play a singer who dies pretty quickly in that movie. So if you want to have Jim Carrey pretend to sing Guns N' Roses Welcome to the Jungle. You got the Deadpool. One of my favorite Dirty Harry films. It was also in one of the trailers for Hard Boiled. Like there's a VHS trailer for Hard Boiled that has this song on there that worked very well. It seems like a song that could be used for a trailer very easily to really get the adrenaline pumping. And I definitely understand why. I get that some people, they've heard the song way too many times, so it feels old hat and it feels overused. But again, for me, the beat, I think Axl's voice works well, Slash's guitar work. Again, just a blood-pumping, adrenaline-fueled beat that just I can listen to anytime. It's So Easy is okay, yet more of the lower tempo voice Axl Rose. It's So Easy when everyone is trying to please me. Not too shabby. Night Train does have some good guitar work out there. Out to get me. They're out to get me. They want to catch me. Mr. Brownstone was nice. Had some nice riffs to it. Had a little bit of a 60s, 70s flavor. Whereas some of the music is like that witty witty wah 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 wah. Which idea reminded me a little bit of a, again, early 70s kind of a vibe to it. We've been dancing with Mr. Brownstone. He's been nothing, he wasn't, leave me alone. Paradise City is one of my favorites. I love that. Take me down to the Paradise City where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Oh, won't you take me home? Yeah, yeah. Just seems like a song that you would be in a crowd and sing along and get together and like a crowd pleaser. That's one of those like crowd pleaser songs that you just imagine the whole crowd just getting into it and sing along with the lyrics. And I remember that song being heavily played in the Expendables TV spots back in 2010. A lot of the TV spots, and it worked well. Just a lot of fun to listen to that song. My Michelle was interesting, the softer opening, till it changed it to much more of the rock and sock and Guns N' Roses motif. You're Crazy, that one is like rapid fire, 100 miles per hour. And like the other songs, like, I don't mind them. Rocket Queen and stuff. But I would say, again, the mainstays of Welcome to the Jungle and Paradise City and Sweet Child of Mine, just that opening guitar riff. Do, 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 do. The way that song opens, Slash, he kind of cemented himself as one of the better guitar players because of openings like that. Because of the opening of Sweet Child of Mine, which is the ending of November Rain. That's how Slash was very prevalent in pop culture for doing stuff like that. Now, I know James wants me to check out Chinese Democracy. I know I heard that album one time. I did not remember a thing about it. I'm a bit weary because Slash is not part of that. Slash is not part of that. That was an album, I mean, I'll get to when I talk about it, but that was like 14, 15 years in the making. And became like one of the most expensive albums because of that. I think Michael Jackson Invincible or something, that was the most expensive, but Chinese Democracy was like the second or so most expensive album. And then it's like, okay, you don't really hear anybody talk about that album, and if they do, for the most part, they talk pretty crappy about it. So again, not sure how I feel about that one, but we'll see. Maybe, hopefully, it'll surprise me. But yeah, a lot of good songs on here. Again, just a great debut. The come out of the gate with at very least 3 classic songs. And it's very hard to have an album where you like every single song. I would say that's why Rocky 4 is my favorite album, because I can listen to pretty much every single song on there. The score as well as the songs. Burning Heart, Hearts on Fire, No Easy Way Out, Sweetest Victory, etc. Vince the Store, even Eye of the Tiger. There's more Rocky 3, but some on the album. Which, hey, I mean, works. But, like, definitely a debut that really brought them to the dance. And then again, like, after, like, Lies, it's an album you don't really hear anybody talk about. I remember not minding, what was the song? Paradise? That was a bit of a softer song. I remember not minding that one. And then they did Use Your Illusion 1 and 2. That Spaghetti one, I never hear a single person ever reference that album. But it's kind of crazy how, I guess maybe it's the supernova effect. They got so big, but when you burn twice as hot, you burn out twice as fast. Maybe that's the thing. I don't know. But with that said, what more can be said about an album that many people listened to and enjoyed for good reason? Thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.